continues right here on the Morning Scramble. I am your host, Tanya Muck, and my co-host is Dr. David Hancock, because it is Friday.
That's right. I'm glad to be here. Always good to be here with you. And
you're
a lot of people really appreciate Fridays. I mean, I look forward to every day, but Fridays for some is like, woohoo. So we're having a good time already.
And we are coming to you from Prescott, of course, northern Arizona, the home of the Yavapai Humane Society, which will be a topic later in the show. We encourage you to stay with us for that. Angie Rodgers here right now, Association Arizona Food Bank. She is president and CEO, and she has really hit the ground running. You are relatively new to this.
I am.
And baptism by fire we were talking about, because since you've taken over, you've had a myriad of events.
We have. We've had a lot of changes in our food banks with the CEO retirements, and that's kind of their new news. But we've also had a lot of changes in our federal programs and in our state programs, and just changes. And then the government shuts down on me, right? 3 months into the job. So, yeah, I'm learning a lot, that's for sure.
You can't trust that government. The SNAP program could indeed snap.
It could. We've definitely been on the cliff, I guess, this last month, really trying to figure out what the federal government is going to do, how they're going to make decisions about our budget moving ahead. It sounds like we've averted that disaster for now, with kind of kicking the can down the street until I believe it's January 15th. It will be the next decision that we make a budget, and then the debt ceiling will be decided on February 7th. So that's kind of the next just movement down the street.
Oh, that's great. Then we can borrow money.
Well, heck yeah.
Well, we've got
some right here.
We can just borrow more money.
We've got some immediate concerns within the SNAP program that I think that your viewers would be really interested in. As a result of the stimulus funding that we had over the last few years during the recession, that will be ending effective November 1st. So beneficiaries are going to see a cut of about $25 for a family of 3 in their monthly budget.
SNAP is really food stamps.
Really food stamps.
That's an acronym.
Exactly.
But that's food stamps.
Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. So we have about 1.1 million people on SNAP in Arizona right now. About half of those are children, another 20% are the elderly and disabled, and so you have a large number of individuals, mostly as a result of the recession, just not able to make ends meet each month.
So it sounds like, shutdown or not, SNAP's money is maybe drying up a bit.
Well, it's definitely at jeopardy. We definitely know that the cuts will happen November 1st. Recipients will start getting their letters probably this week to tell them about, again, a cut of about $25 for a family of 3, $36 for a family of 4. So they're definitely going to feel that when they go to shop at the grocery stores.
What percentage does that represent? What does a family of 4 usually get? So they're 36 short of that. What do they usually
Individuals usually get about $123 a month. So
family of 4 is about $500.
About $500.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. And I recently took what they call the SNAP Challenge. I was able to try and purchase food on that diet at $29 a week. And I put my shopping cart next to the shopping cart that I used for my children, and all my kids looked in and they said, that doesn't seem like a lot of food. And there was apples and some cheese and some crackers, but there certainly wasn't a lot of meat. There wasn't a lot of fresh produce. So it was really a challenge to be able to live on that per week and really eat a healthy diet, which I try and do, of course.
Sure.
The numbers in the program up each year. We see the numbers rise.
We do. And we have seen that since 2008, again, a result of the recession.
Exactly.
Folks are now starting to return to work. We're seeing a little bit of a flattening, but not necessarily at the hours that maybe they need to work or at the wages that they'll need to do to be able to support their families. So I think we're going to continue to see probably not a rising anymore, but certainly a flattening off. And as our economy starts to recover, then you'll see a downturn. I think the prediction is probably in the next year or so, you'll see folks coming off the program as a result of returning to work.
Sure.
To jobs.
Many times people who are working or who go back to work still have to avail the program.
Absolutely. They're still working maybe not enough hours or at wages that don't support their families. So we do see a large number of folks in the SNAP program right now that do have reported hours of work. So that's definitely, I think the perception is that folks on SNAP don't work, and that's just absolutely not true.
Well, the food bank in my world has a reputation of getting notoriety this time of year to help people with Thanksgiving and the holidays.
Absolutely.
And all that.
Communities are very generous this time of year.
What's that?
Communities are very generous this time of year.
And that's in my world, that's when you start to hear about it, but the needs are 24/7, 365.
They absolutely are. You know, we really struggle with how we keep food on our shelves in food banks year-round. Right now, we're starting into a growing season in Arizona, and we enjoy incredible relationship with growers and donors to be able to donate directly from the fields into our warehouses, which is fantastic. That keeps much of our shelves supplemented with fresh produce from November till about May. But then between June and right around, again, October, we don't have that fresh produce. So we're going out and purchasing items. We're relying more on the community to donate. We may be buying more product either from the federal government or from others. So we really do rely on the good-hearted nature of Arizonans and from our retail stores. We do a lot of retail store pickup as well.
Now, in reality, the Association of Arizona Food Banks, you're a clearinghouse for other food banks?
We have 5 large member food banks. St. Mary's serving Phoenix and northern Arizona, right here in Yavapai County. So they distribute food directly to your local food pantries, churches, and others. And so, yes, we represent those 5 large food banks. And we work with other large partners, St. Vincent de Paul and Salvation Army and others, to distribute food statewide, about 130 million pounds a year.
Wow. What can we do?
What can you do? Well, I think just being educated again about the SNAP program and the needs of folks that come to our doors, understanding that food banks are able to meet some needs, but we're part of the fabric of the food distribution system. Without the partners of the state and the federal government, without community donations, without retail stores, your grocery stores and the like, we just all wouldn't be able to do this individually. And so I think the message has been we all need to come together and make sure that our neighbors are definitely fed nutritious diets. That's definitely the goal that the food banks are moving this year. Is we really love to receive fresh fruits and vegetables. Many of our food banks are able to take that. That's fantastic. Meats, dairy items, those kinds of things are always great too. But we love shelf-stable items as well, peanut butters and the like.
When you go to the grocery store, divide up, because when you go to the grocery store, there are so many things in that cart. If you're looking at that cart that you don't need, divide up, push 2 carts. Right. And you'd be surprised. With what you have in one cart, you can make 2 carts, send one to the food bank, and you take one.
How quickly can people get a hold of you or put food in a basket and take it to you folks or call up? How do we contact?
Very quick. You can reach us very easily on our website for donations, www.azfoodbanks.org. That will get you connected. You can enter in your zip code to either get help or to give help. So if you're in need of a food box, we will direct you to the local food bank in your community. If you're willing to make a donation, either food or cash, we're able to accept that on our website as well.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. Phone numbers on the screen also, folks, so please jot it down.
Absolutely.
When we come back...